Hey, what's up, y'all? Coach Rock here, the official trainer for I Love Basketball TV. And today, we are back with how to play like James Harden, all of his best basketball moves. Now, if you remember, about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, we dropped the James Harden moves tutorial. It did well. You guys enjoyed it. But James Harden has come back. He's an even better player now. He's added some moves to his arsenal. And if you guys remember, I called this. I called him being the MVP, and I called Houston being my sleeper team. Remember this? So I would have to say my sleeper team, I'm going to go the Houston Rockets. I think James Harden going to have a big year. He got Coach Dan Antoni as his coach. He's switched to point guard, which a lot of people might look at that as like, what? James Harden point guard? But if you watch the Rockets play, like he's usually, even with Beverly there, he handled the ball most of the time. Now with that new system with the Rockets, I think James Harden might average like 30 points, 7 rebounds, and he might get 7 assists. So I think he's going to put up a lot of numbers. So I don't want to say I told you, but But anyway, let's get into these moves. All right, so the first important key, this is before we even get into James Harden's moves, the important key, one of his important keys is that he plays the game physical. It's one of the reasons he scores so many points. He gets to the foul line a lot. He engages the defender, and he's always using his body. This is possible because he's a bigger guard. He's 6'5", and he's probably about 210 or something, maybe 200 pounds. But, he's pretty solid, and he attacks hard at the rim, and he attacks the defenders hard. He uses his body. This is what sets up a lot of his step-back moves, and it's the reason why he gets fouled so much. So I would just tell you to play more physical. A lot of guys are scared of contact. You want to be that guy that accepts the contact on the offensive end. Refs are going to reward you for it. You'll get a lot more fouls going to the basket. And just playing that type of physical game is definitely going to help you out in the long run. Now, how James Harden uses this to his advantage is he's able to read and control the defenders by using that contact and using his body. He's able to make them go somewhere so he can step back or quickly change directions. So that's point number one with James Harden is he plays physical. The second step I'm going to give you, key that I'm going to give you is James Harden. He shoots a lot of times off of the 1-2 step. Now we've gone over the 1-2 step where you're catching kind of 1-2 or hopping into your shot. Now I'm not saying he doesn't hop into a shot. All NBA players do because it helps you get a quicker release. But what the 1-2 step is going to do is, well, it's going to do a few things for you. The first thing is players usually shoot better off of a 1-2 step because it's not rushed. It's a little bit better rhythm than hopping into your shot. The 1-2 step is easier to shoot out of. Second thing, and this is why I think he uses it more often than not, is because it allows him to get in a good triple threat. Now, a lot of times if you come out the hop, it's kind of hard to have a very tough triple threat and a triple threat that looks like it's going to be aggressive. But if I catch the ball out of the 1-2, there's a lot of different things I can do without worrying about traveling and things like that. So I think that's the main reason he uses the 1-2 step to shoot the basketball. All right, now let's kind of get into James Harden's arsenal and how he's so effective. Now, the first thing that I'm going to talk about with his moves is his finishing. He's known for pretty much the Euro step and being a great finisher, but it's not just the Euro step that he does. He does a lot of other things that help him get to the foul line and finish. Now, the one thing with the Euro step is he doesn't just do a regular Euro step. He does, but he has different variations. He utilized the Euro step to get around defenders, which obviously that's what the move is made for. But he also used the Euro step. He'll sometimes kind of do it in more of a straight line Euro step where he takes these long steps to kind of slow down and allow his defender to run by him. So if he's on a fast break or he's attacking and the defender's riding his hip, he'll cuff the ball a little bit and he'll slow down, let that defender run by him, and then he'll get a quick little crafty finish around the rim. And then he also does an inverted Euro step, and this comes off of one of his main moves that I talked about in the first video when he does that drop cross. Now what he does here is he drop crosses it, and then right out of that drop cross, boom, he's taking this Euro. Now I know it looks like a travel, and you might get called for it because it does look like a travel. But what he's doing here is he's stepping before he's taking that step. He's here, and then as soon as he pushes off, he's here and getting into it. So you can argue travel or not. You might not want to try this move in a high school game. Maybe you do. Just depends who's reffing It's all about preference. It's all about what the ref sees. But again, the inverted Euro, you're dropping, you're stepping this way. So that's part of the fake is here. The next part is here. So that's pretty much the inverted Euro step. But again, he uses the cuff finishes a lot with the Euro. So he might come down and he'll come down, cuff it. That's one way he gets to the line. He protects the ball. And then, of course, I talked about in the first video, he likes to have the ball out here and engages. Anytime he sees you reaching, he's going straight here and then getting fouled. And that's how he gets to the line. I mean, he gets to the line like 10 times a game. And he's a great foul shooter. Really helps for a lot of points. All right, now we're getting to James Harden's moves. And this is where he's extremely, extremely lethal. And we're going to start with kind of his hesitation and go dribble that he comes out of the skip dribble with. So pretty much James Harden loves playing with his strong foot forward. You'll notice this, he loves playing with, he's a lefty, so I'll be doing everything opposite than him because I'm going to be shooting off my right hand. He's shooting off his left hand and he's having his left foot forward. But all his moves, many of his moves, even his setup, which I did in the last video, his setup is pretty much a between, cross, between. He likes to play around right here. That's exactly, he loves playing off of that move. Now, there's a lot of different things he can do out of that. First thing I'm going to talk about is his kind of delayed hesitation. So he'll come and he'll go here. And as soon as he sees the defender chill, he's going to drive by because the defender's going to fall asleep because he may think Harden's going here, but instead he's going there. So that little delayed hesitation right there. Boom, boom, and then he's going. All right, so let's talk about that skip dribble a little more. He's here, and then he's kind of doing a scissors move right here. So you're going here. Scissors, pretty much. It's not a full scissors. He's kind of, yeah, it's almost a full scissors. So he likes to play with the ball right there. And the reason he does this because he has a lot of moves out of this. Like I just mentioned, he had that delayed hesitation move where he's here going. He has a come right here where he goes that way. So this one is just he fakes the delayed hesitation, comes back that way. He can pull out of that. He can attack the lane out of that. And now you see why he's so effective because he has so many moves. They all go together. It's very, very hard to figure out what he's going to do. All right, now out of that same skip dribble, remember, all these moves are just out of his one go-to specialty. So what tips can you take from this? Find like a package that you have, a dribble package, as they would say in 2K, and then just pick a lot of moves out of it that you can do. That's the thing with Harden. He can go at any time, any hand, any way, any move, and it's pretty much impossible to stop. So next thing you're going to notice he does out of this is a lot of times when he gets switched off on big men, he'll come here, and then he'll quickly take that step back. So he'll go here and quick. So it's here, here, quick, quick. He always likes to take a little hop back. And again, he can do it off either hand. Sometimes he'll come here, sometimes he'll come here, and sidestep out like that. Just has a lot of bounce back moves that are pretty much impossible to guard. So he does a lot of different things. We've seen hesitation and goes. We've seen bounce backs. We've seen attack. He just does it all. Now let's get into the infamous step back. His step back is extremely effective because, like I said in the beginning, he's a physical player. He uses his body. A lot of times you'll see him use his body and his defender will go out of bounds trying to get the charge call. The ref doesn't call it because Harden always plays physical. If he never played physical then did this, the ref would probably call an offensive foul. But because he's always physical, he used that body. And as soon as he gets right here and he can dip that shoulder, he's stepping back. So you're going to see step backs out of all his moves. I mean, he's great with the step back. He's very good with it out of the triple threat. So out of his triple threat, he's good with it. But again, let's go back to the skip dribble where he does it well. He'll hit you here, here. He might go, step back on you. He might take you here. Again, boom, step back on you. has a lot of different step back variations, again, that he's going to use. Now, one key step back that he does that a lot of players don't do is he'll attack, he'll spin, and he'll step back. Now, he'll do this out of a post move. He always spins, so he's spinning this side and then stepping back off his strong foot. So he's spinning to his weak side and then stepping back with his strong foot. So he likes to do that in the post, the mid-range, but he can do it extremely quick. Say if he's penetrating here, man cuts him off, he's spinning, stepping back, hitting the shot. Last but not least is his triple threat play. He's a great triple threat player. One, because again, this is why I said he shoots out of the 1-2, because he catches the ball, he can shoot whenever he wants. A lot of times he'll just pull this right here. But one of his main go-to moves, I just went over it, one of my recent videos, so go back and check that video out, is he likes to jab either this way, jab this way, and then he likes coming here and then stepping back. So he'll either go there, he'll get you here, and one of the things he'll step back, he'll hit you with a double step back, which one of my favorite moves he does. Here, he'll go with that double step back, he'll come here, he'll go boom, step back, or he'll just come here, go, put his body into you, get to the basket and finish. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you could take maybe one move, maybe two moves, maybe more than that, and add it to your game and become a more effective player, a better scorer, and take some of the philosophies that Harden uses, where he has a setup package and he has a whole bunch of different moves, counter moves out of this package, so you become more lethal on the court. If you like this video and you want to become a better scorer, you want to add moves like this to your game, you want workouts to help you become a better scorer, I have a free workout for you that's going to help you score more points. Click this button right here. That's going to take you to a page. I'm going to ask you for your email. You put in your email, and then I'm instantly going to send you over that workout to your email. You'll be able to access it. If this button doesn't work for you, just go to the description. I have that free workout for you, the first link, freaktraining.com/free workout. Click that link. It's going to take you to that same page. Put in your email, get that workout, start training today, get better. Again, comment below if you enjoyed the video. What player do you want to see next? Who do you want to play like? And if you haven't noticed yet, we're almost at 1 million subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button below, that little red subscribe button, and become part of the I Love Basketball TV family. Be part of this journey. It's been amazing. Almost at 1 million. And you already know I'm going to keep these videos coming. I have a very, very special video coming for you next Saturday. Some big news. You do not want to miss it. Until then, though, I'm out.